Well, good morning. Happy Friday. It's the Real Monica Adams show. And a quick little turnaround. I want to thank my husband, Jim, for coming in and helping this morning. Those of you that know that I personal train on Wednesdays and Fridays at Mark Anthony's Gifts and Spa right here in Kirkwood. We're at the corner of Jefferson and North Kirkwood Road. We call this our little Today Show set in Kirkwood. We've got this beautiful window. So coming up in December, I know a handful of you want me to celebrate our 200th show right here. And maybe we'll do something fun where it's the window on Kirkwood and you get to come by. Maybe we do a little something outside the way Hoda does, right? We are mimicking the Today Show right here in Kirkwood and love to have you along. We'll be dropping a little bit on what it is that we might do for that 200th show. It's actually December 5th, but since I'm here on Friday, we're thinking of celebrating a little early maybe on December 1st. We'll get some ideas from all of you that watch, and I want to thank you for doing so, by the way, because without you watching and without our wonderful sponsors, we wouldn't have this show, would we? And we want to thank our title sponsor, who's literally like a stone's throw away, a few blocks down at 333 Kirkwood Road. It's in Vita Health and Wellness. And to Dr. Sarah and the staff, Jamie, thank you for introducing us. We are so excited for what we have moving forward into 2024. So if you haven't been there, check them out in Vita Health and Wellness in Kirkwood for everything you need for the body inside and out. Good morning to you. Happy Friday, Julie. December 1st would be great. Okay. She says she'll come. You got it. Happy Friday. Have a wonderful weekend to you as well. Love your Blues shirt. Well, I thought I would bring out the sports today. I just got done training clients. So of course I can't get all dressed up and put the makeup on and put the earrings on. It's just like a quick switcheroo. Yes, we all bleed blue, but what about MIZ? ZOU. We're going to the Mizzou game tomorrow. My old alma mater. I cannot wait to go back and walk around the campus and do a little tailgating. Mizzou's playing Tennessee, coming off of a loss to Georgia. And I think that's probably why we have a 2:30 in the afternoon game. But I love that. I said this earlier in the week. All of us from St. Louis or on the Illinois side traveling to Mizzou, it's actually a good thing to have in the afternoon. So we can come back home. Otherwise, a lot of us would be staying down. I think Columbia would have liked to have had it for the tourism standpoint, but we get a chance to wrap the game up probably about 5:30 or so, 6 o'clock, and then head back home. So to all of you, safe travels, please, as you are going to Mizzou. The weather couldn't be better. This is truly fall-like for those of you who are ready for fall. I actually liked the 70 and 80 degree weather, but now we're dipping into fall. It'll be interesting to watch the trees and how they start to change more. I think we've been ridiculously blessed with just how beautiful and vibrant the colors have been for a while now. The oranges, the reds, they're still popping. So if you're still wanting to take some pictures, they're out there. And we're not talking about a lot of rain. We're talking about high in the upper 50s today. Tomorrow, 57, and then we're going to get 60 and 66 for a high on Monday. So that's a little news you can use. It's Veterans Day. Please thank a veteran. To my father in heaven, to my brother, and to all in my family that have served. Remember them. It could be a celebration and it can be a kind of a somber thing as we remember those who have laid their lives down for us to give us our freedom. So happy Veterans Day to each and every one of you. And you know what? There's a lot of restaurants and a lot of things. My brother runs around like crazy. He said it's like the lottery day for him. He starts with breakfast and all day long he just goes and gets the freebies. But you know what? You earned that. So that's okay. Craig, have a good time. I think he's running around with my mom tomorrow. Let me say good morning really quick. Leona, Kathy, good morning. Happy Friday. Kathy, let's go ahead and just do it for you because State Farm is there for you. Kathy Kilo Peterson. I'm actually going to have Kathy be a sponsor of today's segment because I know this is a feel-good one that she is going to love being a part of. So Kathy Kilo Peterson, when you need someone to take care of you, I don't want you to reach out for anybody else. There it is on the screen. You can scan the QR code. It is State Farm, kkilo.com. She is a wonderful soul. She's there for her friends, her family, but more importantly, she's there for you and you become like family to her. 636-561-6460. Love her. So for anything you need for your home, your car, your boat, motorcycles, whatever, supplemental insurance, reach out to my friend, Kathy Kilo Peterson. What is the segment that she's sponsoring today? Well, did you get a chance to see a few weeks back, one of my favorite all-time storytellers, Steve Hartman? I have forever modeled the way I deliver, the way I think a little deeper into the way I write. Some of my proudest stories were when I was at Fox 2. One in particular that people said, that reminded me of Steve Hartman. I was like, oh, you just gave me chills and it almost made me cry. Steve Hartman is one of the best storytellers we've ever had in the industry. He did a story about Grandma Peggy. Did you see it? A woman that is featured in South St. Louis area, if you are familiar with Bishop Dubourg High School, and her grandson, Samuel Crowe. If you didn't see it, I'm going to play that for you, courtesy of CBS. And for those of us in the news business, we remember this story back in 2020. 2022, July of 2022. We're going to take you through the story, but it's what's happened after the story and how Samuel Crowe continues to affect even on a bigger basis than when he was here as he is guiding down from heaven, and how they continue to show up for Grandma Peggy and for each other. What is that story all about? We're going to tell you, and we're going to bring Peggy Winckowski on with us. She's with me for the full hour. If you saw the story, I'm sure you teared up. I'm sure you got chills. I did immediately. I was like, wow, what a great story. And I had a lot of you reach out to me. Monica, this is one of your stories. You've got to do this. I want to thank Lisa, by the way, that ran into my husband, because that's where it first came from. And then a handful of you that reached out and said, I know you're going to want to bring her on. Well, she's here with us today. She's going to be in the gray chair, not in the blue chair, but in the gray chair here at Mark Anthony's Gifts and Spa when we return. Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment, or online envitahealthandwellness.com. This was the news story that I remember. This is actually courtesy from Fox 2. 15-year-old boy dies in moped versus SUV crash in South St. Louis. And we're going to go to that day, and then we're going to go to this beautiful story that played out. Peggy Winckowski, it is an honor to have you here. Grandma Peggy?
Grandma
Can I call you Grandma Peggy?
Of course. Good
Thank
morning.
you. So, good morning. It was so funny. She and I were texting back and forth, and she's like, good thing I'm a morning person. I'm glad. I'm blessed that you are. So tell me about your grandson.
My grandson didn't have a care in the world. He was just a free spirit. He'd do anything for you. He'd do whatever you needed. He would never tell you no. He was just, he was just a wonderful kid.
And so beloved.
And yes, by many.
Yeah.
That's what I tell the kids. I said, you're only hurting so bad is because we loved him so much.
Absolutely. So what happened that day?
On the day that he was, and in the accident, well, they called me at 11:30 at nighttime and told me he was in a terrible accident. And then on July the 28th, he had passed away. But Sam had just gotten his permit, and he went in and got his license, and he got his permit, so that he could start driving. And Sam put on his permit that he wanted to be an organ donor all by himself. So he was able, because of him, people got corneas and people got tissue. And so Sam still lives here with somebody. And after that, the kids came every week until we had the funeral. And they're like, Grandma Peggy, we're just worried about you. We want to sit here with you. What can we do for you? What do you need? We just want to be here with you to make sure you're okay.
Absolutely. So he went out, he was on a moped.
He was on a moped.
And it was a moped and a Jeep, I believe?
I think it was the SUV.
Or SUV,
yes. But he was on a moped being a 15-year-old boy. But,
And that's the thing. You want to go back to that day and what could have been done. You can't do the what ifs, right?
Correct. We just have to move forward.
Yes.
It's a terrible thing that happened. But I know that working together, we can get through it. Mm-hmm. We'll never get over it. But my faith tells me it's going to be all right.
Absolutely.
Nobody lives forever, but his legacy will live a long time.
Well, gosh, and that story, by the way, again, Steve Hartman, one of the best. And wasn't he incredible?
He was. He was incredible.
He's really, truly one of the best storytellers. And so again, that was spread around by so many people that watch this show, Peg, and they're like, this is the story you need to get out. That hope, and look what he's able to do without him being here physically any longer.
Correct.
So that comment of, my grandma can make better breakfast than this.
I will take that with me forever and ever and hold on to that close to my heart.
So from a family standpoint, is your house the one that everybody comes to?
Always.
We
have, I believe that you shouldn't wait for Christmas or Thanksgiving to meet with the family.
Amen.
Because life can be so short. But probably for the last 25 years, we've had Sunday dinner at my house. It used to be Wednesday nights because that kind of broke up the week. Mm-hmm. So everybody would come, family and friends, and we'd have a big dinner, and then they'd all go home, and I do dishes. And then
I hope they helped you.
No, I said we're not here to do the dishes. We're here to enjoy each other.
Yep.
The dishes will wait.
Okay. So what did everyone come to your house for? Or what do they still come to your house for? Not the kids for breakfast, but family members. What are you known for?
Well, we have turkey every once in a while. Mm-hmm. We cook dinner for everybody. Now it's a team effort. My twin girls will take on a day. We'll have chicken spadini, or we'll have ham, we'll have turkey, whatever's on sale.
Whatever. Oh, look at that. I love that. If you're just tuning in, by the way, let me introduce this beautiful woman, Peggy Winckowski. We're talking about the story about her grandson that was killed in a head-on collision. Yeah. But it's 2022. Here we are almost at the end of 2023. And these kids, these teenagers, have such a connection to this woman, connecting the generations, which we need more of, don't we, Peggy?
Correct. Everybody should have a grandma.
Yes, I agree. And when our grandmas aren't here, we want to attach ourselves. I just shared a video that was from Bishop Dubourg High School. You just had a birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much.
The soccer team sang to you, and I saw how the tears welling up in your eyes from that.
Best birthday ever.
Yeah.
And I've had 67 of them in a tiny little house.
that surprised you, right? You had no idea they were going to do that?
I had no idea. I mean, they just won the district championship. And instead of taking care of themselves because they just won, they took time out to come and sing happy birthday to Grandma Peggy in the stands.
They love you, and you them, I know.
And I love them.
No, this is funny. So the soccer standpoint, I told you I'd tell you on air. So I have a connection to Dubourg, even though I grew up in Florissant. So I played soccer, and my sophomore year, we went to state. Oh. And guess who we played?
Dubourg.
But we won.
Oh, well, congratulations. We are good sports. We know we can't win every game. And I tell those kids, just remain humble.
Yes. Oh, and I loved it. I mean, it was so cool. If you haven't seen that, follow Dubourg on Facebook, and you'll see that video. Or I did share it last night. If you saw that story, tell me beforehand. If not, you just saw it obviously this morning, what that meant to you, because it really makes people open up and think, gosh, it's the simplest thing over breakfast, which, by the way, she brought. Look, this is what the kids come for. So what is that we're going to have here?
Cinnamon waffles.
So it's a good thing I worked out this morning. She tried to tell my client, hey, I brought cinnamon waffles if you just want to skip your last 15 minutes. So Anne's probably watching and thinking, yes. They're in here.
Yeah.
She's like, are they still warm? Oh, my gosh, everybody, look at this.
And some real maple syrup.
Yes, and real maple syrup. My husband's here, by the way. You want to peek your eyeballs over? Like the guy from Home Improvement, we'll just see his eyeballs. Yep, he's going to be like, yes, I'd like to have those, please.
I did leave the bacon at home because I don't want to smell like bacon when I came here.
Come over here. Watch this. He's going to be like, there he is. Give me that whole plate. Yeah,
let's eat.
The secret ingredients is love. The kids all know that.
So you literally took the words out of my mouth. Everyone who cooks and bakes, there's an extra ingredient that everyone's like, why doesn't mine taste this way? Because you have to put
the love in it.
Got to put the love in it. And you got to use real maple syrup. All right, we're going to cover it up for a second. Trust me, Jim's going to eat this whole thing. But for you, I'm going to have one in moderation. The kids, though, you serve on breakfast Wednesdays, and you have been every Wednesday. They keep showing up, and the line is longer and longer and longer. What do you all make that morning?
Well, here's what we did the one day. I mean, every day we either have bacon or we have sausage or we have. But we have.
So we're looking at Sam there. So what do you make again?
Whatever's on sale. Lots of bacon. If I don't make the bacon, the kids almost get teary-eyed. Last week, or a couple weeks ago, the donut shop was actually calling us saying that we got a surprise for you, Grandma Peggy. Somebody wanted to give you a break. So they're like, we have 7 dozen donuts for your kids. But we can't get DoorDash to deliver them in time. So I went down there and I picked them all up, and I set them all out. And I know I'm thankful for the donations, but the kids are like, Grandma, it don't smell like cinnamon or bacon.
Do they have requests? Like they come in short, you're like a short order cook?
Yeah. Well, next week, they usually eat whatever's there, but next week we have a couple birthdays, and we're going to have, they want monkey bread. So I will make,
monkey bread.
8 monkey bread loaves.
Like the pull apart kind of
pull apart.
Okay, we're talking about Samuel Crowe, which you just saw with Peggy. Peggy Winckowski, this beautiful story of hope and connection, which is really what's happened and that's what I want you all to think about. That's what this show's about, Peggy. I walked away from the news to say, look, there's some amazing things happening if we just get out of our own way and see what is possible.
I think we have to share the good. We have to take something bad and try to turn it into something good, or we'd all be giving up.
Yes. We would be lost, wouldn't we?
Correct.
All right, we're going to have more from Kirkwood with Peggy Winckowski when we return.
Carroll House Furniture is growing and hiring for many positions. Drive to success, delivering concierge service and setup in customer homes.
Enjoy teamwork in our clean, organized warehouse where Carroll House stocks for fast, free delivery.
Associates sell more and make more with 3.5 acres of choices in stock, infinite custom orders, plus the lowest prices in the country.
If you like top pay and the best benefits in St. Louis, you'll love working here.
So if you like nice things, join the Carroll House Furniture family.
Well, the warmer weather is exiting and colder weather is upon us. Have you been putting off getting that heater inspected or fixed? Well, that's like pushing your car to fumes. You don't want to be left feeling empty and cold. Let Aldon Indoor Air Quality Specialist come to your rescue to take you out of the miserable cold inside your home and help warm you, your home, and your hearts. Don't put it off or you'll be stranded inside in the cold. Aldon Indoor Air Quality Specialist. From routine maintenance to unexpected repairs, they've got you covered with 24-hour availability. al-don.com. Welcome back. It's the Real Monica Adams Show. We are live, the mobile Monica version from Kirkwood, right here, Jefferson, North Kirkwood Road. And we're visiting with Peggy Winckowski. This is Peggy's grandson, Sam Crowe, remembering him, gone way too soon. But what do? Do you stay in a deep set of depression? You obviously have to go through the bevy of emotions, but then you turn it into this. Look what's happened. It's like the whole, if you build it, they will come, right? She's building the breakfast for them, and they come and they come and they come. What's the most you've had at your house, Peggy?
I would say 32.
32 on a Wednesday?
And that's only counting kids. That's not counting parents or coaches that might come and stop in.
All of this before they go to school in the morning?
Oh, yeah. They have late start on Wednesday, so I get up at 4:30, make their breakfast, and they start coming between 7:10, and then they hang out, but nobody can leave before we get the traditional picture.
Are they ever late to school?
One time they were late. They were late 2 times. One day we did have donuts for on November the 1st or November 2nd. It was a Wednesday, and they all came last year, and they're all like, "Grandma, what did we have for breakfast?" I said, "I have a surprise. We're having donuts, and then we're going on a field trip." They're like, "We're on a field trip before school." I'm like, "Yeah." I took them all to St. Stephen's Church for Mass for All Souls Day for Sam's honor. Father Ron couldn't believe we had all of them kids in those pews.
I mean, look at this. Homemade biscuits. She's got bacon. She's got eggs. All of that. They keep showing up. And the numbers just keep growing and growing and growing right there. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, yesterday I was afraid that nobody would eat biscuits and gravy. That was like a first, but there was not even any left for my husband.
Sure. What, you didn't think, why?
Well, I didn't know. Kids serve kids, and they're not picky at my house. If I put it on the table, they would eat it.
They're hungry. You've got boys, you've got girls there.
We do.
Probably all. I mean, look at that picture. In fact, it's so many people.
Yeah, some are
people on the left.
Yeah. I'm like, you guys got to stay a little closer.
What does it mean to you, Peggy, to have that kind of connection for that young boy right there?
You know what? It does fill my heart with joy. I look forward to my Wednesdays to get me over the hump, and whatever I have to do to get through the day. Without my Sam, I'm going to do it. Absolutely. I'm going to do it with grace. I'm going to go to bed tonight knowing that I was trying to be the best person I could be, and tomorrow I'm going to try to be better.
Gosh, it's powerful. And I love what the kid said in the story. We're not coming for the food. Like, maybe we came for the food, but it was more so to honor Sam and to be able to have this connection, to feel like he's still here, right?
Right. And he is.
I love that.
He is forever.
So we were remembering, again, a beautiful soul. So we were talking a little bit about who he was in the beginning. Was he a soccer player?
He was a soccer player, basketball player, and he liked baseball. He did it all.
Wow.
He liked it all. So actually, Bishop Dubourg has told us the other day that they are going to have a scholarship in Sam's name.
Oh, wow.
He was able to get $1,000 for one girl and $1,000 for one boy, and hopefully we can get that into an endowment for him so it can go on forever.
Beautiful.
And at St. Stephen's School in Wilmington in the city, they took their hoopla Christmas tournament and made it into Sam Crowe's tournament now.
I mean, all of these things, and I'm so glad that, his memory continues to stay alive in so many different facets. And that's really what we need to do. We don't want to stay in the moment of the death. It is what can we do
right after.
Right?
I mean, right, correct. Because we're all going to die sometime.
Yes.
But we have to live for today.
Right. And then look at how he's continuing to pay it forward through this friendship, through this kindness. What are your favorite memories? I mean, obviously you're serving this incredible food. Mom told me not to eat with my mouth, not to eat when I'm talking. So I'm gonna sample this, but give me some of your favorite memories over the last year.
Well, we went to, right before Sam had passed away, we were able to go to the Smoky Mountains. So we had one last big vacation before Sam passed away. And once again, made the breakfast for everybody because that's what grandmas do.
Yes.
And, I just will remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought on that happy hooker hat. I thought it was okay because it was a fishing tournament, or it was a fishing brand.
Sure.
And, everybody said, he can't wear that. And I'm like, but he wanted it, and I'm grandma. It's a fishing hat.
That's right. Grandmas can get away with anything,
yeah.
can't they? Yes. Yeah. I want you to drink some of your coffee. My husband went and got her some coffee. Let's look at some comments that are coming in this morning. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you to all of our veterans. Yes. Let me say good morning.
My husband's a veteran.
Your husband's a veteran?
He is.
What branch?
You know what? He went to the Army. He was in Vietnam War.
Oh, thank you.
And
thank you for your service, sir.
Yeah, we're just trying to get him to the next level.
Well, and so we're going to say this for just a second. So to all of you, every branch, somebody just said happy birthday to the Marine Corps also.
Yeah, today.
So today.
Or tomorrow.
Yep. Yes. So this is the honorary. Tomorrow's actually Veterans Day. Thank you to all of our veterans. Absolutely. Okay. So yes, I saw it. Great story. And Grandma from Leona. Good morning. And I bleed blue also. Good morning to you. Wow. Love this. Love this story. I went to Dubourg and a friend from school posted it on our Dubourg class page. Sad, but what a healing. Love is the answer. Isn't that it? Thank you, Miss Peggy, Grandma Peggy, for your love for these kids. What a beautiful story and what a way to honor your grandson, Sam. I'm so sorry for your loss. This story warms my heart. I know Sam is so very proud of you. I'm so sorry for your loss. If people want to help with the cost, how can they help?
Well, lucky for us, somebody set up a Venmo for us for the Breakfast Club because, pound of bacon is not just $1.49 anymore. It's
right.
like $7.
Right.
But I do have a Venmo number at Winckowski, Winckowski, and can't miss the picture. It's a picture of the Breakfast Club.
So at Winckowski?
No, just Winckowski.
Oh, just Winckowski.
But the last four is 7745 if they need that.
7745, the last numbers, because a lot of times they'll ask you for what's the last numbers of the person's phone number, right? So Winckowski, Winckowski. Michelle is moderating. She will put that in the comments for you. Carrie, thank you for asking for that.
Or snail mail.
Snail mail is another good way. Yes, we could do that.
We love that.
Okay.
Address.
Yes, please.
It's 4134 Tonjes, TOEN like Nancy, GES like Sam.
Okay.
63116.
Just like Sam.
And I like to handwrite thank you notes if I have a return address.
Yes, please put a return address. I agree, right? That's the class, and that's the way we were raised.
Correct.
Say thank you to that. Kristen says, this is so awesome. The team singing happy birthday. I'm glad you had a chance to see that. It was so touching. And healing for the kids and healing for Grandma Peggy. Thank you for sharing your story. Save some for George. I will.
We have a lot.
Yes, we do. Wait 10 minutes. I'm on my way. Right? Go ahead. Come to the window. Share your recipe for cinnamon waffles.
Oh, they're very simple. It's a can of cinnamon rolls in the biscuit style. And if you get them at Costco, you can get 4, and they're actually the cinnamon buns. And you put them into your little waffle iron until the green light comes on. and you serve them on glass plates because it's all about the presentation.
I love this woman, don't you? You've got to have one. I'm going to have one for my hubby who's cracking up over there. Michelle probably is going to come in early because she's having a meeting with us in Kirkwood, and she's like, I'm on my way probably. If you would like to come to the window, we've probably got enough here for you.
We did have one gentleman that, if it's okay.
Oh, yeah,
we did have one gentleman that texted and wanted to know on my Facebook page if he could donate some paper plates or paper cups and plastic forks in honor of Breakfast Club. And I said, oh, sir, thank you for your generosity, but we only use glass plates at Grandma Peggy's.
Right.
Instead, he sent Cascade dishwashing soap, and he sent some great big bottles of soap, and he even sent some trash bags for the kids. So it was coming from Amazon Prime, and the porch looked like Christmas. And my husband doesn't really know a whole lot because he has dementia, stage 4. And he said, give me that credit card. You're buying too much.
I wanted to, so that's the thing we're going to get into in this next part of the show. You have not only been through what you've been through with Sam and your whole family, obviously going through that. But when I first talked to her and told her I wanted to come in, have her come in, she said stage 4 dementia, which we just did a show, by the way, the other day, earlier this week, actually, on dementia, Alzheimer's, speaking from a daughter's perspective. It's a book called Being My Mom's Mom.
Oh, yeah.
And my husband actually lost his father he had Alzheimer's and dementia. So she's going through that with her husband, but she has somebody watch, she's like, I think it's good because it's early. He's probably still sleeping, or was he up?
No, I gave him Benadryl.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, he's sleeping.
He's sleeping.
So but look at this spirit. Okay. So here's the biggest message that I think you might be able to pull from today's show. They've gone through some dark, dark times, the boulders that we talk about in life, not only the loss of Sam. She's going through stage 4 dementia with her husband, but you yourself, my dear lady, have been through a lot.
I believe in miracles.
Holy cow. We're going to tell you more about her life, because I was stalking your Facebook page last night as I do my research, and I thought, Jim, she's been through this. We're going to talk about all that. And this is what I want you to understand. Life, as long as we have breath in our lungs, live in the moment, create the memories, and connect the generations. That's what it's about. She's going to give you some more hope when we return. Think about this. When's the last time you called your doctor at 2 o'clock in the morning and he actually answered? Well, at Innovair Health Advocates, their patients are special. Their doctors, nurse practitioners, their care team care deeply about your health, your family, your work, and even your pet. Their clinicians are accessible and they lead your care in and out of the hospital. In fact, Dr. Charles Willie offers his cell phone number to his patients to ensure they can intervene early in your illness. They can provide care above and beyond, offering lab, x-ray, echocardiogram, and other treatments in their office. Innovair Health Advocates, with 5 locations on both sides of the river. Check them out, innovairhealth.com. Hi, it's Monica Adams. Thank you so much for following along with The Real Monica Adams Show since we launched back in March. But I wanted to let you know there's so much more that I could do with you, your business, your corporation. Did you know that I'm a motivational speaker all around the world, as well as an MC and an auctioneer? So if you have an event, maybe a nonprofit organization, and you want to book me, just shoot me an email, info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com. Personal training, life coaching, and styling as well. info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com. Welcome back. We were just enjoying during the commercial break, just talking. She said she almost wore her red, white, and blue dress for Veterans Day, and she didn't know if it was too springy. No, we're like hanging on to summer, Peggy. Peggy Winckowski is my guest. Love this woman. I know you've fallen in love with her as well. Everybody enjoying the story. Thank you again for sharing the story. Yes, Michelle, Jim does love breakfast. That's his favorite. Here it is. He's bringing it to us. I'm going to look at some more of these comments. Here we go, everybody. But you have to have the real maple syrup.
Oh, yeah, we probably have to open it.
Honey, can you put some syrup on this for us?
Honey, can you open the lid? I got the foil in it still.
Everyone, thank you for tuning in and watching the story this morning. If you missed it, for sure, go back to the beginning of this. So we shared the recipe of the cinnamon waffles. Peggy, leave your address. I'm free next Wednesday.
You would love it.
When I see her story originally, it reminded me of my grandmother, who I lost years ago, and how she held our family together with her cooking. Peggy and grandmas are the best. Peggy is a beautiful lady. I know, right? Good morning, Peggy. We love you. That's from Lori Krause. Is that a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
My cousin.
Okay. We're getting some real maple syrup here. Just a little. Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little dab will do.
Take something bad and turn it into something good. I love this. Hugs to you, Ms. Peggy. Everyone needs a grandma and good breakfast too. Love this story, making something beautiful out of a tragic story. Bless your heart, Peggy. I cooked breakfast, made lots of pancakes and omelets, breakfast made with love. Thank you so much for sharing. She has, I know, right? What's the first thing I said? I said, look, you have beautiful blue eyes.
Oh.
I love blue eyes, period. But I mean, they really, really pop.
I have good hair genes. I have good eye genes. The rest of it's not so.
Oh, come on. Everything about you is beautiful. Because why? Because what's right in here? Your heart. Yeah. To me, the most beautiful people in the world are the ones that are giving of their heart, what this woman obviously does. Grandma Peggy is a special lady. She gives so much to the kids and to Dubourg. That's from Andy Lee.
Oh.
And let's see. Okay, so somebody asked if you could post her address again. So Michelle's going to do that for you. Grandma Peggy has such a beautiful spirit. And there's the Venmo, by the way. I love Grandma Peggy. What a beautiful spirit. She has a great giggle. I know, right? And wow, what a strong woman. A great example for us all. That's where I was going in the next part of this. Keep going forward with positivity. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everyone, we talked about Sam and the first half of the show about what they've all gone through. We talked about this beautiful spirit that continues to go through the generations. But that's not the only thing they've been through. So your husband was diagnosed with dementia how long ago?
Oh, well, I think he's had it for quite some time, but I didn't take time to notice because we just take one day every day. And he has dementia stage 4 and he has Parkinson's disease. So you put that together with congestive heart failure and COPD, it's a hot mess.
And so every day, and this is the thing that people need to listen to, every day, what do you do to be okay?
Well, first I pray.
Yes.
And then we just do our best. We have to do a lot for him. He cannot dress himself. He cannot shower himself. You feed him once and he thinks we didn't feed him, so we feed him again.
Somebody brought that up the other day. They said that they almost were saying, why aren't you giving me any food? And they had just gotten done eating, right? And they didn't remember that. And so, okay, we'll give them some more food.
Well, so now I know to give them just little grapes or banana or something. Yeah. Not a big meal because what goes in.
Is he a big fan of your cooking? Does he remember?
He is. He knows who I am. He still knows I'm his wife. I'm the mean one.
You're that mean lady that's not feeding me.
I'm the mean one that cuts his fingernails and he cries.
Oh. How long have you two been married?
We'll be married 24 years on February 29th of 2000. Look, we got married.
I'm going to cut that for you.
Oh, it's a little hard.
I'm cutting it for you.
Oh, well, thank
taking care of Grandma Peggy. Oh. Everybody, we're going to make sure we take care of Grandma Peggy. Well, you know what? That's a good point because a lot of times when you're a caregiver, we mention this, that you forget to take care of yourself. Do you take time for you?
You know what? I have so many people taking care of me.
Okay.
But the deal is they can come during the day, but I still have a long night. Yes. You know, they get to go home and I'm still there, but it's okay because I'm here to serve him. I will not put him into a nursing home. I will take care of him as long as I can. I signed up for this when I got married.
Yes, you did. Cheers. What is your husband's name?
Bill.
Bill, to you.
Thank you.
Your wife's amazing cooking.
Yeah. Cool. What?
Where's her? Oh, wait, here.
You have them all.
I have all the napkins.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, that's delicious. Wow. I can see why the kids come in droves. So I mentioned I was on your Facebook page and I was going back to years ago. So I don't even know where it begins, but I was just on the Facebook page going back to 2016 and you saying you're used to surgeries. 2018, medicine that you were taking was horrible. So what have you gone through?
Well, in 2012, when I was the double nickels at 55, I kept telling the doctors I wasn't feeling good. And they're like, well, you look fine. I said, well, I feel 100%, but not 110. Mm-hmm. And I begged for a colonoscopy test. I ended up having stage 2 colon cancer, which a year later turned into liver cancer, into lung cancer, and then liver cancer again, and then back to lung. So I've had 5 cancers, but I'm not going to let a little cancer kill me yet. So I figured it wasn't my grandbabies and it wasn't my children. It was just me. I feel like I make the better patient.
This woman's spirit, can you please take an ounce of this and understand, right? All these things. Peggy, talk to that, because there's so many people in this world that will come home and they'll gripe at their husband, and if they're blessed to be married. If not, they're griping about the fact that they're not dating anybody. All these things that I call pebbles to boulders, right?
Correct.
Can you talk to them and say, just paint the picture about how important it is to live in this life, really live?
Correct. I live for the day because tomorrow's not promised, as we know. I think that you have to have faith. You cannot give up. I think a positive attitude helps you heal. And, some people aren't as lucky as me, but honestly, I think I talk too much for God. He doesn't want me there yet. And the devil doesn't want me to take his job because he still needs it. But every day's a challenge and I'm up for it. I'm going to win the race for my kids, for my grandkids, for my Dubourg kids, and everybody else that I've been lucky enough to be a part of their life.
Your laughter is infectious. The humor, how important is laughing in life?
Well, I think if you don't laugh, you might cry, and I would much rather laugh than to cry tears.
Amen.
Unless they're tears of joy.
Yes.
Of course.
Right, and I mean, you've gone through a lot of them, obviously, from your own to Sam, to your husband, and all these things that just keep trying to knock you down. You don't give power to it.
I do not. I do not give in to. I am pretty mean, actually. I would tell my kids, don't make the mean grandma come out. And they're like, what does she do? I said, I don't know yet, but let's don't find out.
I'm adopting you. I want you to be my grandma as well. Let's see. Love this, and your heart and soul is infectious. Yep. Thank you for being there for the kids and teaching compassion and love and kindness. Exactly. Robin McLeod, is it McLeod?
Oh,
She says, good morning. Love you, Peggy. Very well said, Peggy. I think the story teaches other kids that age is a lesson about, I think the story teaches other kids that age a lesson about life and what matters. Nights are depressing sometimes, but God gives us light for a new day. Peggy, write a book. Very therapeutic. You've been through a lot. Share it with others.
No.
Have you been told that?
I was told that this little story could make a Lifetime movie or a
Hallmark
channel.
Yes. Hallmark
not
for
Lifetime.
Sure.
Nobody got. I mean, yeah. I didn't kill my mother. Yeah, probably Hallmark. Probably Hallmark.
Hallmark for sure, all day, please. Peggy, if you are adopted by Monica, she is going to challenge you to make healthy breakfast.
I know.
I know.
But you know what?
No. I said moderation, didn't I?
Right. Everything's in moderation.
And then I'm going to move. I'll move around and then
Yeah.
sit back. Hey, I burned calories this morning. I earned this.
Yeah, I didn't.
And trust me, when we get done, I'm not going to keep her here and make her do push-ups. Promise you on that.
Well, I do have a fused foot, and I have all new knees, and I've had a lot of surgeries with my chemo, my cancer.
Well, I was going to ask you, are you going through any other treatments now?
Nope.
Nope.
Not yet.
Good. No.
Not yet. I think my Sam took all of my cancer with him when he died. I had 3 tumors in my lungs.
You still do?
Well, they were looking for him right before Sam passed away, and they gave me a CAT scan and MRI, and the doctor thought he had the wrong chart because he couldn't find them. And I believe that Sam said at the pearly gates, you can have me, but you need to leave my grandma. She needs a break.
Oh, my God.
I believe that.
Oh, my gosh. That's beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
So they don't see anything?
Well, we'll see in January.
Oh.
But I got to go a whole year without a test, so...
Good Lord.
Yeah, that's all good.
Let's continue to send her the healing energy and healing prayers. That's beautiful, and I believe that. Wow, Sam just continues to give and give and give.
He does.
Such an inspiration. On her Facebook page cover photo, ask her about her fur babies.
Oh yeah, we have a lot. Well, we actually have 3 of my own. Somehow they come and they never leave. So my mom's house burnt down, and she had a puppy. Well, the dog stayed because the dog didn't want to go home after the house was rebuilt, so the dog stayed at my house.
Hold on. I think this got missed. Your mother's house burned down?
It did. Well, a while ago. Almost, probably 10 years ago.
Are you all hearing this?
So they came to stay with me, and they brought their puppy, and they went home and left the puppy.
So how many do you have?
Well, I have 3 of my own now, but the neighbors' dogs jump over the fence and come to Grandma Peggy's for breakfast, too.
Everybody comes for breakfast. They all know it's good. So, okay. So 3 of your own, but none of the other ones stay forever.
Well, if they
maybe.
Yeah, sometimes they go home. Sometimes I have to call and say, "Are you coming to get your puppy, or is he spending the night at Grandma's?"
So did any of the kids ever say that they just want to come over and like have a sleepover at Grandma's?
You know what? The kids do come.
Oh.
The soccer team will come with my Owen. My Owen is my grandson. He's a senior at Dubourg, and they didn't go to homecoming because they're all into soccer and they're into golf more. They're into women or girls, and they can't really afford both at their age, I guess. So they're like, Grandma Peggy, can we come to your house and hang out instead of going to the homecoming? I said, okay, what time are you coming? And they said, we'll be there at 6. I'm like, do I need to make you dinner? Oh no, Grandma, we're good. We don't need any dinner. But at 8:00 at nighttime, they're like, Grandma, we're hungry. I'm like, oh no, this grandma's not ordering pizza. It was $150 last time I bought it. I'm making you pork chops.
Yeah.
So of course I save all the bacon grease in jars from the 8 pounds of bacon on Wednesdays. I fried the pork chops in the bacon grease after, but I know you're looking at me like it's a heart attack.
I'm not. No, I love. Look, here's the deal. I remember my mom and dad talking about the way food was made, right? And it was just like, okay, but in my mind, I'm not judging any of that. What I just look at it as, hopefully, someone they don't eat like that every single day.
No,
it's a Wednesday thing.
No, and they don't eat like that.
And they're
usually.
athletes.
Yeah. So I figured, well, we're going to have protein because that's good for the athletes, and we had some homemade green beans with a little bit of garlic and a lot of Parmesan cheese. So they were Italian style. And of course we had some macaroni cheese, but they're like, Grandma, this is the best pork chop we ever had. I said, of course it's fried in bacon grease.
Yes, right. That's what brings out the flavor and the love. Don't forget the love.
And love.
Ask how they sing happy birthday, Mary says. Ask how?
Oh, my dogs sing happy birthday too.
Oh, is that what Mary's talking about?
I would
Mary
think
Lamb.
so. Oh yeah, the dogs will sing happy birthday.
Wait, what?
If it's a happy birthday, they will sing happy birthday.
How?
They'll howl until it's finished. I mean, they will go right along with the people singing happy birthday.
Woo, woo, woo,
yep, they
woo.
will. It's hilarious.
And for those of you that are just tuning in, it's 7:44, so you might just be dropping into the show. Peggy Winckowski, definitely go back to the beginning of the show, see the beautiful story that was done by CBS, and thank you, CBS, Steve Hartman, for doing that story. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known about this wonderful lady and getting a chance to meet all of you that follow her. This is what we do on a daily basis. We bring hope and positivity and good news. I saw on your page that my dear friend, who I worked with for 15 years at Channel 2, is going to be in your neighborhood, right?
Yes,
Timmy Zell.
He's going to be in our neighborhood on Wednesday morning, and I bet I can out-talk him.
Oh, he's coming for breakfast?
He's going to meet his match. Yeah. He is coming for breakfast. So we're excited to share our story with Keep It in the Neighborhood.
Tim's been through a lot also.
Yes,
recently
I
with
know.
his diagnosis.
Yeah.
So shout out to Timmy Zell. He is have you ever met him in person?
Not in person, but we watched him.
Soul. Oh,
he's a hoot.
He is hilarious, but truly a genuinely amazing faith-based man, and that's what I love about him. Dar Bear.
Oh,
hi Peggy. You love amazing, probably look amazing, and she loves amazing too.
Yeah.
Let's get her a TV deal, Monica. Grandma Peggy. She has enough life moments for many episodes. Netflix, I see it now.
Oh.
Hey, you never know what's going to come from this. Would love to see Peggy join the exercise group. Oh, see, they went to
okay, then. I don't know. I got thrown out of boot camp.
Why?
I couldn't do it.
But wait, who threw you out?
Maybe I quit.
I was going to say, who gives up on this soul? Don't do that. Okay, let's see what else. I think we got that. Yep. All right, everybody. So again, it was all about understanding hardships happen. And then there's, what do we do with it? You have shown this beautiful transition of, we got to live. You've been through so much between him and your husband, yourself, but each day wake up. So I'll ask you this, because if this is a part of who you are, I think maybe people can take pieces of this. Do you wake up in the morning and the very first thing when you open your eyes is prayer?
I'm thankful that I got to open my eyes. Every day's a miracle when I can still see.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get up in the morning and see the blue skies, or if I can get up and put my feet on the floor, both feet, I'm happy.
Yes.
One day my legs were hurting. I've had like 35 surgeries on my foot.
My
I have all titanium toes.
So you're fun at the airport.
Yeah, Big Lots. I go
Big
on
Lots
Big
too?
Lots, really.
Oh. Sam's, Costco.
Yeah,
beep, beep, beep.
yeah. I bring out my little cart. But I said, I'm just thankful that I still have both of my feet to walk on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thankful that I'm still here every day to live the moment.
But see, that's your moment. This is what we try to teach everybody. When you open your eyes in the morning, nobody else. It's your own space. It's your own time. No one else. Hopefully, the dogs are not, trying to get you up. You have your own moments to open your eyes and be thankful. Prayer, meditation, intention,
shower, makeup.
But what happens? A lot of people are like, yeah, but then this happens, or my husband did this to me, my wife did this to me, the kids did this. I go out and then road rage and all these things that they keep giving power to affect their day, and then they get depressed and they get miserable and they have anger. And I was like, but can't you just upright the ship again?
Well, and that's why we need a good feeling story every once in a while.
No, not every once in a while. Always.
Every day. It should be the front page. Quit putting all that. People just copycat, I feel. Mm-hmm. Mass shootings out of control. I pray for every one of them.
Correct.
I'm like, what do they do? This is America. This shouldn't be happening here.
Well, Peggy, now you know why we do the show. So I did news. I did exactly what you're talking about. I woke you all up and told you the horrible things that were going on in the world. And all it does is dampen your spirit. It is depressing.
It is depressing.
But people stopped watching the news because they're done with it.
Right.
Then they'll turn it back on because it's just a habit. And you go back and you're like, oh my gosh, the world is falling apart. So when I thought, what can I do? Give them hope. Every day we do nothing but positivity, nothing but this.
Correct.
So instead of just and I love Steve Hartman for doing On the Road, but it's once a week. We do this every morning. So all of you that are brand new to the show today, come back because this is it. And so people are like, yeah, but I want you to be on my TV. So if you know how to cast or teach grandmas how to cast it up onto the TV. That way, when you wake up, you turn this on and you're like, wow, these kind of stories, this kind of hope is what we need. And then we're happier spirits.
Correct.
We're kinder human beings to each other.
That's what it's all about, is kindness.
Yes.
I tell the kids every day, I'm like, prayers are free and so are smiles.
Yes.
Smile
and laugh more.
Yeah, laugh.
Okay, see, let's copycat Grandma Peggy. Yes, because you talk about copycatting. I mean, let's do that. Love you, Peggy. Thank you for loving our boys. That's from Ange K.
Oh.
Let's see. Find her a publicist. Okay, anybody? Let's turn this into something. I definitely want to see this on Hallmark. Peggy, you are such an inspiration. I love your faithful passions that you live day by day. God bless you and thank you. Yes, everyone's saying that they just love this. I'm telling you, you are. Yes, she is amazing. But this is the spirit that she can help you become in your own life. So how many do you think it's possible? Because people are going to continue to see the story. Other kids are going to spread it out. Maybe you even, as we said, copycat. Maybe other people will realize, hey, I got a great grandma at my, whatever school it may be. Maybe we can start this. And you're bringing the spirit together. The kids are probably, hopefully, more productive in class because they're fed well. Yeah. They're happy.
Yeah, that's what I figure. You should never go to school on empty stomach. You just get hangry.
We don't need hangry kids. They don't pay attention. Allison Chancellor says, good morning, ladies. Good morning to you. So yes, let's copycat this. Think about what you can do. Maybe it's not this particular, maybe your story looks a little bit different, but this is at least something that you can think of doing. So you think of the people who really are the good cooks. Why waste that? Why? I mean, they enjoy doing it. You do this for your family. You've got everybody coming over for the family. What are you doing for the holidays?
I'm going to my daughter's.
Oh, she gets to cook for you?
Yeah.
Will you help out or will they say no?
I got the turkeys.
You got the turkey?
Well, we're good.
Do you do pies?
Oh, yes.
What pie are you known for?
Well, all of them.
Oh, you're like my aunt. My Aunt Audrey, I remember going, so we always celebrate Thanksgiving on my dad's side. And all I ever knew as a little girl is I would show up and there were pies on top of shelf after shelf. And I'm like, holy cow, she was known for her pecan pie. But that's it. And she is like you, has this beautiful spirit. She's like the best grandma. But that's what we look for, right? It's the pies, but everyone's like this. Better have fat cans on. The memories.
The memories.
Yes.
That's what I feel.
Yes.
The memories. And I'm thankful every day. That's why we should celebrate November and be thankful.
Yes.
And work our way up to Christmas.
We were talking about this. So I know Mark, who owns the store, he's sprinkling in Christmas, but the three of us here all agreed, slow down, be in the moment, enjoy the holiday that's coming up, which is Thanksgiving.
Which is Veterans Day.
Yes. Veterans Day first, then Thanksgiving. Then it starts to lead into Christmas. I understand from a retail standpoint because it's just rush, and everyone's
there's only 4 weeks. Yeah, 6 fast.
Right. Then New Year's. So what will you do for Christmas?
On Christmas, well, we go. My one daughter lives 2 doors down, and the other daughter lives right behind her in a 2-family flat. Okay. So we will go to Carrie's house, my twin daughter, on Christmas Eve, and then my other twin daughter to Christmas.
Okay.
I mean, Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So we do whatever we want to.
Whatever you can do to just continue to bring the love together.
Correct. It's all about love.
And you've had
And kindness.
Kindness, and I'm sure you've had a lot of that shown to you, right? So a lot with everything that you've been through, also. That has your family shown up for you?
Always.
Good.
I said my friends, my family. I mean, it takes a village for adults that are sick too.
Yes.
I mean, you just have to stick together, and you have to have faith, and you have to be kind. And if you can't take a shower, just wash your face. If you can't wash one dish, all of them, just wash one.
That's a really good point. I'm glad you said that, because we had a life coaching class that we do on Thursday nights. And last night I said, if you have all these things that are mounting on you and you try to attack all of them, it's overwhelming, right?
Yeah,
so find one.
Correct.
And address that, get through that, and then appreciate, that one's gone off my plate, off my real plates,
right?
not styrofoam plates. So somebody said happy early birthday to who? You just had a birthday. You just had a birthday, so I don't know who that was to. Love pecan pie. She's not Italian, is she?
I can be. We make a great chicken spadini.
I can
lasagna.
Great show. Thank you. Happy Veterans Day. I'm proud to be born on Veterans Day. Okay, so
11,
it was to her.
11.
That's words too. Happy early birthday. What are Grandma Peggy's favorite places to eat? It should be where? Where are Grandma Peggy's favorite places to eat?
Well, usually it's our kitchen.
I was just going to say, she's going to say my own home. But if you go out, where do you go?
Piccadilly's, Manhattan. Have you ever been there?
Piccadilly's.
It's at Manhattan, Piccadilly, like off of River Pier and Maplewood.
No.
Oh, it's
I
wonderful.
need to go to Piccadilly's.
But be careful. Their hours are very short now. They're open till 4. They're closed on Monday, Tuesday.
Oh my goodness.
And then I think they're open late Friday and Saturday. But
what do you eat there?
What do I eat there? I usually get fried chicken, because then I can eat the leg and the wing and take the others home to my husband, so he gets dinner.
Always.
But I did work at Tony's restaurant.
You did?
I did.
The one, obviously, that was on Market.
The one that was downtown. I worked at WashU full time for 35 years, but I had 4 children and I was a single mom. So I had to wait tables to supplement my income. And I went to Tony's, and they're like, why should we hire you? I'm like, because I'm a mom and I can run circles around every one of you men.
I love this woman so much.
And they hired me.
How long did you work there?
Almost 3 years. 3.5 years. But I worked at St. Andrew's Pub for 15, because, some people would say, did you ever think about getting a real job? I'm like, well, are you hiring? And I said, and I do have a real job. It's at WashU for benefits.
Oh, yeah.
WashU for benefits, for health insurance and, tuition and all of the other breaks. But you know what? When you have 4 kids and you're a single mom trying to pay for Bishop Dubourg High School and braces, I had to do what it took.
But that is a real job, by the way. Have you ever tried to waitress or bartend?
You have to be a great actress.
Oh, gosh, yes, you do. I love you all.
Yeah.
Big smiles. All right. We have been talking about hope and possibility, and we're waving to those. See, we're on the window of Kirkwood.
Yeah. Do you need a cinema?
Peggy Winckowski. We'll have more as we wrap up our show coming up for you next. Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment, or online envitahealthandwellness.com. Welcome back. She said, I guess I can set this down.
Sorry.
We are wrapping up this beautiful show today of hope and connection, generations coming together. Before we read from our blueprint for value, because we all have value, right?
We do.
And it's all about teaching them how to know their value.
It's what you're worth.
What you're worth and what your value is, and understanding kindness and how important that is. So my last question, which my husband's like, you got to ask her this. I was like, well, yeah, that's how you wrap up the show. You're not going to stop this anytime soon, are you?
Of course not. We might have to start serving it at Bishop Dubourg's cafeteria if it gets too much bigger.
No kidding.
But we have my one grandson's a senior this year, so we'll lose a couple boys. But then my Sam would be a senior next year, so I will still continue it through his year, and then we still have sophomores, so we will continue with that. And then by that time, my granddaughter Grace is going to go to Bishop Dubourg. So if the Lord's willing, I will still have breakfast for her and her kids.
Okay, we're going to come over. We're going to come over on a Wednesday morning sometime. I would like to meet all these kids. Next Wednesday?
So what time? In the neighborhood.
What time? Well, that Tim's going to be there, isn't he? Timmy Zell's going to be there next Wednesday. Before we read from this, let's see. Let's go. Monica's shows rock. Well, thank you, Peggy. Keep spreading the love and positivity. That's Monica's mission. That's her mission as well. That's why we connect. Everyone, have a great weekend. St. Andrew's Pub had the best chicken.
They did.
Awesome show, by the way. If you're a veteran and like to go fishing, we are fishing and having a fish fry, okay, at Dude's Playground tomorrow. If you're a veteran and you like to fish, come hang out with me and the Dude. That's the dog, by the way. Oh. Happy Veterans Day and happy birthday, Marine Corps. All right, cool. Anybody want to do that? Thank you for your service, Richard. Thank you both. Keep inspiring. Absolutely. Such an inspiration. We love Grandma Peggy. So when I'm mobile, I read from this book. In fact, we're almost done with it. It's called The Blueprint for Value, 52 Habits to Discover and Strengthen Your Personal Worth. Look at the sun's coming in.
Yeah.
The lens. That's what this is called. How do you see your world? Oh gosh, this is so perfect from everything we talked about today. I always believe that God picks these. I'm not kidding. I had no idea what was going to be today. Every day in the studio, we have people pick from the 100 Days to Freedom from depression and fear and anxiety, shame, all those things. And then this one, we just open up and we're into the last 5 of the 52 habits to discover and strengthen your personal worth. And this one says, how do you see your world? Is this not fitting with what we've been talking about today?
Beautiful.
Is your perspective half empty or half full? All bad or all good? Optimist or pessimist? When it doesn't go your way, do you see a loss or do you see a lesson? What lens do you use when you look at the world and your circumstances? Is the lens helping or is it hindering your growth? Are you quick to connect the dots and act on assumptions, or do you put your emotions in check and gather information first? Well, great news. If you don't like your lens, you can change it. Change your reality by altering your perception of it, and then watch the deposits that flood your personal worth account. So what's the takeaway from today? Everything and everyone has a lesson. Make the world your classroom. Seek to learn. God, I love you. It is the most perfect thing that could have been with what we've talked about today.
Today was perfect.
I love meeting you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
I've got to show up on a Wednesday. My husband, I bet you will be there every Wednesday.
What is your favorite? We have everything.
What's your favorite? Jim loves pancakes.
Oh, my pancakes are excellent. You know what? They love them. And I finally got a brand new waffle. I had a birthday, and all I have is a Belgian waffle iron. Mm-hmm. And I was looking for a square waffle iron. I couldn't find one.
But somebody found one for you?
They did. Yes. I have 3 now.
Oh, I love it. See, and the community needs to show up for her as much as she showed up. And will continue, as she just said, that she'll show up for you. Yes, everyone, I know that you love this show today. Thank you. So what you need to do now is take this show and share it and follow every day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. This is what we do. We bring a little hope to you, positivity, and we start your day on the right note so you can carry it forward. Thank you, my dear new friend.
Thank you.
For spreading your kindness and joy and for everything that you can continue to do for the kids.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I love them kids. I love life.
You can tell that. That's so true. And that's how we end every show. You have the opportunity to go out at this very moment and be anything you want to be in this world. But before you do anything, to each other, please be kind.
Be kind.
God bless you all. Have a beautiful morning.
Thank you.